إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمد عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما إخوة الإيمان السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us another opportunity to gather here for another Salat Jummah today, being one of the best days, or being the best day of the week, which is today Friday, the 22nd of the month of Dhu'l-Hijjah, year 1445 after the year of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from the noble city of Mecca to the noble city of Medina to Al-Munawwara, which is equivalent to the 28th day of the month of June, year 2024. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said this as an act of ibadah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to shower His mercy upon the noble soul of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, his companions, and we that we are on their path, and we that we are on His path. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gather us together in Al-Jannatul Firdaus. Today, we continue our discussion concerning the expulsion of the Jews from the city of Medina. We have discussed it extensively on the presence of the Jews in the land or on the land of Medina to Munawwara. We have discussed the first expulsion of the Jews, and the clan of that Jew was called Banu Quraydhah, because we have made it known to us that three categories or three clans of the Jews were expelled from Medina due to their treacherous act toward the treaty of Medina that they had consensuously with Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, reason why the Banu Quraydhah were expelled, we have discussed it. The second set of the Jews that were expelled in the fourth year after the hijrah of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the tribe of, or the Jew of Banu Nadeer. Banu Nadeer. They are the second set of the Jews that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam expelled. Then what led to that? An incident happened after the Battle of Uhud, that unfortunately a Sahabi of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mistakenly or erroneously killed a non-Muslim among the resident member of where? Of Madinatul Munawwara. And among the treaty that were signed with Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Jews in Medina at the inception of the establishment of the authority of Medina was that, which we have mentioned, that if there is any accidental manslaughter, the group in which the incident happened, they will contribute, and the whole community will also what? Support. There is a difference between accidental manslaughter and murder. If you are driving now and accidentally you hit somebody and you kill that person, you have to pay fidya, and you are going to fast for what? For 60 days consecutively. And the fidya then was to do what? You have to pay 100 camels. 100 camels is what you are going to pay. And this 100 camels is at an exorbitant rate, exorbitant amount, that an individual will find it very difficult to pay as ransom. So among the treaty of the constitution of Medina was that if such accidental manslaughter happened, the group of the community of the Muslims and the group of community of the Jews, they will support each other to pay that ransom. So a Sahabi of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after the battle of Bir Mauna and Ar-Raji, all this happened after what? After the incidents of Uhud. And this led to the commencement of Battle of Khandaq, Ghazwatul Ahzab, or Battle of Khandaq. It is that particular battle that has what? Two names. Except that of Tabuk again. That of Tabuk also has two names. But this particular Ghazwatul Khandaq, it was premeditated by the incident of what? Of Banu Nadeer, which will come later after 1.5 years. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he stood up from Medina. He went to the community of Banu Nadeer. And Banu Nadeer, they are living in the southern part of where? Of Medina. They are not residing precisely inside Medina. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam stood up and went to them. On getting there, he went with Abu Bakr, he went with Umar, he went with Ali, radiallahu ta'ala, and some of the companions that he picked. They went there. On getting there, they exchanged pleasantries. They welcomed him, and they told him that, you are welcome. It is high time you come to us. They pretended as if they are receiving an August visitor. And these Yahudis, these Jews, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them with technological knowledge, with scientific knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them. In terms of architecture, they are the one that they build the best of the architectural buildings in the world. Up to today, the Jews. So they have fortresses, they have plantations, that they have like orchards, that they have palm dates in abundance in their vicinity. And the fortresses are building tall buildings. They might not be tall as the skyscrapers, but they are tall buildings that are up to 2 or 3 floors, and they are called fortress, or they are called fortresses. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after getting there, they asked him to sit down. He sat down in front of one of their fortress. So these Jews, they now connived together. They said, let us host him. Let us pretend as if we are hosting an August visitor. But they have an heinous act inside them. So they went inside with the assumption that they want to go and bring some items to host him as a visitor. So when they got inside, one among them now told another one that he has come to us. This is a very good opportunity. Let's take advantage of doing what? Of killing him. That on top, from the top of our fortress, let's throw a big stone, like a boulder, onto him. Another one among them, there is no how you gather 2 or 3 people. One among them is going to be a sensible person. He might not think in the direction of the other people. And among them is still going to find a fool, an idiomatic person, or an idiotic person. So somebody now said, don't let us do that. It's going to bring a lot of chaos in the society. Don't let us kill him. At the end of the day, they agreed within themselves that it's better we do what? We kill him. Because the people that wanted to see to the end of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they are more than the people or the person that said you should not kill him. And before this, when Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam arrived in Medina, some of the Jews, they went to go and study who the personality of Nabi Muhammad was. And among them was the father of Safiya ibn Huyay. And Safiya ibn Huyay is going to become one of the Ummatul Mu'minin. And her father was Aduun li Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like that of Abu Sufyan. Because Abu Sufyan, despite all the level of enmity toward Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, toward al-Islam, his daughter later married Nabiyuna Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That he later became what? He became the in-law of Nabiyuna Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So also, Safiyyah bint Huyay, our father went to Medina with his younger brother, who was uncle to Safiyyah bint Huyay. And when they got to Medina, they discovered that yes, this was the messenger that they have mentioned in their books, because they are Ahlul Kitab. The Jews and the Christians, they are what? They are Ahlul Kitab. They have their own scriptures. So I'm getting there. It has been written in their scripture that the last prophet is going to come from where? From the Arab. And the emancipation is going to be from where? From Medina to Al-Munawwara. So when they discovered that it was Nabiyuna Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they came back in a gloomy attitude. Their face was very frown. It was Sayyidatuna Safiyyah bint Huyay that told us this. That when our father and our uncle came back, they were not happy, and she was around 5-6 years of age then. That our father and uncle that used to carry her, she was very beautiful, that used to cuddle her. When she came back, they never even consider her, they never see her something, because they came back with unhappiness. Because they have seen that this was the messenger and is going to take over where? Take over the Medina. So Safiyyah now told us that she had her father and her uncle discussing. Who? Is he the one that our scripture talked about? The father now said yes. It was that person that they have mentioned in our scripture that he is the one. The uncle now asked the father of Safiyyah that what are you going to do? He now said, Ada, what to do? I'm going to become his enemy till the last blood of my blood will drop. And at the end of the day, the daughter to the enemy of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam became what? The wife of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So today, a man might become your ardent enemy. Tomorrow he might become your what? Your father-in-law. So if you want to fight anybody today, don't fight in death. You fight meritoriously, you fight diplomatically, and you fight with wisdom. Because if you fight him to eternity today, you might marry his daughter tomorrow, and his daughter might take revenge on you. So, Huyay now spoke that we have to fight him, we have to kill him, because you don't want his existence. As they were plotting this on top of their what? On top of their fortress, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already sent Angel Gabriel to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that go and tell him that he should stand up immediately and leave that vicinity. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is protecting Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that leave the environment of your enemies. Who am I? Who are you? And what are you? That will say there is nothing that they can do with you. They will do everything with you. And Allah is going to support them. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that gave them that power. And we allow them to do what? To use that power. It is you that you should not stay within their domain, so that they will use that their evil power on you. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could tell Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah, Izabu illa Fir'auna inna utaga. Go to Fir'aun. He's a transgressor. He's a thug. When you get to him, fakul lallahu qawlan layyinan. When you get to him, be humble and speak in an eloquent manner to him. La'allahu yatazakkaru aw yakhsha. Maybe he's going to listen to you and become conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah warned Nabi Musa, no matter how level you are secured, spiritually, physically, if you are going to person that you know can throw you away, kill you, kill your generation, kill your unborn generation, be humble. For Allah to have told Musa, we all know the story of Musa, alayhi salamullah. It's not somebody you can toy with. But Allah still warned him. So Allah told Angel Gabriel to go and tell Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that stand up. And Nabi Muhammad did what? He heed to the call. He heed to the advice. He heed to the what? To the instruction. He stood up. Anywhere that you know they don't want you there, don't stay there. Where you know your enemies are, don't carry your family there. Anywhere you know that they don't want to sing your song, and if you sing there, nobody will dance to your song, and nobody will beat the drum to your song. Don't stay there, don't play around there with your children. Because they will turn you to a fatherless person. They will turn your wife to a widow. They will turn your children to an early orphan. That is the kind of wicked world that we are. Except A'adullahi. That we know that let's leave everything to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't need to destroy him and destroy his family. The lesson there is, wherever they don't want you, don't do what? Don't stay around you. Allah told Nabi Muhammad, stand up. And he what? He stood up. He left that vicinity. And he was with other companions. He never spoke to them. Because as the divine instruction came, he obliged immediately and he left. After some time, that the other companions didn't see him. They didn't know his whereabouts. They were disturbed. As they were searching for him, they now saw a man coming from Medina. He was the one that now told them that Prophet Muhammad that you are looking for is already in Medina. So all of them, Abu Bakr, Umar, Ali, and the remaining companions, they now went back to Medina. On getting to Medina, they met Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He now explained to them that these people, the Jews, they plotted that they wanted to kill me. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Gabriel to me to ask me to leave. And I don't have the opportunity to do what? To communicate to you. That was why I left. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained this to them, indicating that at times, if our masters, if our malams, if our bosses, they do something that is so ambiguous to us, we are in the same area, they just disappear within our midst. We should not fall them. We should not bring down their reputation. We should find out. Fas'alu ala zikr in kuntum la ta'lamun. If you don't know, you ask. These are the examples from Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you don't rightly or outrightly condemn people if you don't know the reason behind their word, their action, especially in terms of security. As we are in Nigeria today, you can only tell your beloved ones the direction of your work, of your movement. It's not everybody that you let them know where you are. And that is where majority of people got it wrong. Some people will be traveling from point A to point B, following the southern direction of point C. They will be displaying everything on the social media. You are giving the enemies the opportunity to track your movement. That is why you see some big men, even if they are traveling, they won't tell their driver. Because majority of the drivers, they are what? They are saboteurs. They will just tell him, okay, tomorrow we are traveling. Where they are traveling to, they might not even tell the driver. Just get prepared. And they are telling him so that he can prepare himself. That in the next 1 week, we will not be within the state. Where they are going, they won't tell. So that we will not go and expose their journey itinerary to what? To their enemies. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did this because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted him to do what? To do it like that. After explaining all this to the other companions, he now asked Muhammad ibn Maslamah. Muhammad ibn Maslamah was a companion among the highest ranking companions. He was the one that supported Mus'ab ibn Umayr. Mus'ab ibn Umayr was the first dispatched companion that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent to where? To Medina. He was the one that first led Salat Jumu'ah in Medina. Not even Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The first Jumu'ah that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam observed in Medina was in the community of Banu Salil, not far away from Masjid al-Quba, after he left the house of Hadim ibn Kulthum. So he was on transit to Medina city precisely, indicating that even Quba that we used to go, Quba is far away from Medina. all in the municipality or in the geographical location of Medina, but not in the Medina city precisely the way it used to be before. Like from the Masjid Quba to Masjid Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam of today is 4 kilometers. Can you know what 4 kilometer distance is? So in between that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was on transit. That was where he observed his what? His salat, the first salat Juma in Medina to Al Munawwara, in between Quba and Medina city. So Mus'ab ibn Umayr was the first companion that led salat Juma in where? In Medina. And Muhammad ibn Maslamah was an Ansari. He accepted religion from Mus'ab ibn Umayr. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I need to send somebody to the Jews, and the person will go and tell them that I'm giving them only 10 days in this Medina for them to do what? To leave this Medina. And the person that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam we said was whom? Muhammad ibn Maslamah. And Muhammad ibn Maslamah used to be a friend to the Jews. He used to be a friend to the Jews, the way Abu Lubaba used to be the friend to the Jews. A similitude of what happened to Muhammad ibn Maslamah will also happen to Abu Lubaba, to the next Jews that we are going to talk about, whom were the Jews of Banu Quraydhah. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam now said Muhammad ibn Maslamah that go and tell them that by giving them 10 days, they should leave Medina, or else something else will happen to them. Muhammad ibn Maslamah now went to them. On getting to them, they were seeing him as their friend. They were not expecting him to come and deliver that kind of message to them. That our master, the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is asking you people to leave this community in the next 10 days. He now told them that you might be seeing me as your friend yesterday, but today my friendship has gone to the believers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and that of the noble prophet of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I'm your friend yesterday, I'm not your enemy today, but I'm a different person to you today. He now told them that our master said you have 10 days, you need to live here. They said they've had. Muhammad ibn Maslamah now went back to Nabi Muhammad that I have delivered your message. Abdullah ibn Ubayyi ibn Salul, the Ra'isul Munafiqun. Abdullah ibn Ubayyi was what? Was an hypocrite. In the afternoon, he celebrated himself as a what? As a mu'min, as a Muslim. In the night, he celebrated as a munafiq, or as a fasik, an hypocritical person. He now had this, that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given a mandate of 10 days to the Banu Nadeer that they should leave Medina. He now went to them. He now said, no, you are not going anywhere. If you are going to go out, we are going to go out with you. Despite the fact that you won't go out. If you are going to fight, we are going to fight with you. I'm going to invite my friends from so community, from so peninsula, from so location. I will call them. They will come and support you. We are going to join hands together to fight who? To fight Muhammad and his people. And you know, he was the one that deceived some people during the Battle of Uhud. When they were about fighting on the Battle of Uhud, he was the one that deceived people. Like almost 200 people, he withdrew them from the back of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How many were they then that day? So he now went to them that you are not going anywhere. The people that have accepted that they will leave. After some time, they now send an envoy to Medina to go and tell Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that they are not going to leave. You know, through Muhammad ibn Maslamah that gave them 10 days, they accepted. But after Muhammad ibn Maslamah left, Abdullah ibn Ubayyi ibn Salul, he went there. He now told them that we are going to give you support. The way they are telling some of you, they are giving you fake support. Like some people will promise you job, they will promise you appointment, you will pay millions of naira. The work you are entitled that they should give you, they will now be selling it to you. At the end of the day, they will still not give you. You won't see the job, you won't see your money again. Who is going to judge that? Allahu Akamul Akimi. Those of you that you are doing it, wait for the judgment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you and upon your children. They promise some people's husband. They will promise them job. The woman will be running up and down. Please, I need a job for my husband. I need a job for my children. They will be sleeping with the wife of the man. They will be sleeping with the mother of the children. And at the end of the day, they will still not provide that job. And they will even be collecting money. The way some malams too used to do. If a man has a problem, go and sell your land. Go and sell your car. They will collect the money. They say they want to use the money for dua. Where did Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ever collected money from anybody that want to soka Quran for you? Have you ever seen it in the Surah of Nabi? There is no problem if you call malams to come and do soka Quran for us. We have problem. Come and do Yasin for us. Come and do this for us. And you not give them what you have. There is no problem. That's just a gift. And that's just a sadaqah. Not a gift. That's a sadaqah. But giving you condition that we have to go and buy 7 yards of clothes, of white clothes in Maiduguri, we have to send somebody to Mecca to go and bring the water of Zamzam. The water of Zamzam that they are selling over there, that a sealed one that they are selling there in Oshodi. That if you go to Central Mosque there now in Dumata in Lagos Island, you see imported water. Water of Zamzam. They not sell from here. They need to charter somebody, to charter maybe Amr Abdulrahman to go to Makkah to go and fetch water for you from the spot. It's a lie. That from the well of Zamzam, nobody can identify me and you except those that know the place that can take you there. You can't even see that this is the well of Zamzam because it has been sealed. And technologically given opportunity, it has been piped. There are a network of pipes from the well that are taking the water around everywhere in Haram. So, as far as you are fetching the water, why are you interested in the source of the water? Every water in Haram, in Masjid al-Haram, is Zamzam. And from there, they transport it to Kudai. Kudai is outside Mecca. It is from that Kudai that they take it to Medina. Those ones that you will be drinking inside the Masjid Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They transport it there. And when Malam will now be telling you that you have to send Allah Abdurrahman to Makkah to go and fetch it from the source. And even him that is telling you, I've never even been to the airport, not talk of landing in Makkah and Medina. We are telling all this so that we can come out from the state of gullibility that we are. We should not allow the gullible people to continue to be fooling up, to continue to be milking up, to continue to be making life difficult for us. Abdullah ibn Ubayyi ibn Salul, he said, I will call my people from Banu Quraydhah. They should come and support us. We are going to fight Muhammad. وَمَا نَصِرُ إِلَّا مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. There is no any support that you can get from anywhere except from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who sent Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on an errand? Who told him to go and fight? Who told him not to fight? Who told him to go and deliver this message? Then, Abdullah ibn Ubayyi ibn Salul, who sent him? He fooled them. He fooled them. And they accepted the foolishness. And at this point in time too, Huyay ibn Akhtab, the father of Sophia ibn Huyay, also supported that we are not going anywhere. They sent an emissary to Nabi Muhammad and he delivered immediately that very day that the messenger of the Banu Nadeer got to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam arranged the companions that thought it is time. We have to go and fight them. We have to go there. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam marched his companion and they arrived at the Banu Nadeer's vicinity that same day. So they were amazed. They were surprised because there was no room for them to prepare anything. It's just like us getting a message at the exact time that we started this October. And at this point in time, mobilization was done within less than 30 minutes. That was what happened. So they were caught unprepared. They were caught by surprise. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam approached there. He was also there. And I've explained to us when we started discussing Ghazwatul Badr, there is difference between Al-Ghazwa was Saraya or Sariya. Al-Ghazwa is a battle that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam participated in. Like Ghazwatul Badr, he was on the field. Like Ghazwatul Uhud, he was there. Ghazwatul Khandaq, he was there. Even if there was no fight. Because we later sent everybody away during the battle of Ahzab. Right? The one that he sent emissaries is the one we call Saraya or Sariya. They went for the battle, but he was not there. He didn't partake in the battle. That was Saraya. So this one, it was an intention for the battle, but later it wasn't a battle. Then what happened? How did they deal with the Ghanima, which you are going to read to us? On getting there, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent a message to them. They said they are not coming out. He started bringing down their palm dates. And they have big plantation of what? Of palm dates in their plantation. He started doing it day 1, day 2, day 3. When he got to the 7th day, they now see that, they now realize that what they are losing and what they will continue to be losing is more for them. It's better for them to what? To live. As they be asked to what? To live. Because Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave them option. They wanted to kill him. He doesn't want to kill them. He gave them the liberty of what? Of moving out of Medina. They are on the southern part of Medina. They started shouting, you that you say you want peace, why can you now be destroying our farmland? Why are you now destroying our palm trees? Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I'm giving you opportunity of what? Of leaving this place. Pack whatever you can pack. Take anything you can take. Out of your fortresses, out of your plantation, take whatever you can take in exception of what? Of weapons. And it was reported in the Surah that the Arabs, the Ansar, the Muhajirun in Medina, they were so amazed, they were so surprised with the level of properties, with the level of investment that these Banu Nadeer were moving out from their work, from their community out of Medina. That you can't imagine what was planted. You can't imagine what they had in that their community. Because they have a lot of developments. They have knowledge. They have technological advancement. To the extent that some of them, the doors that they have crafted, the doors to their entrances and the door to their exit houses, they need to be breaking the door to remove the door and take it away. They put them on their horses, they put them on their what? On their camels. So that it will not be what? It will not be a benefit to the womb, to the Muslims. They did all this. That was how they were expelled from Medina to where? The Surah said they migrated to what? Khaybar. Another narration said they migrated to Sham in Syria. That is the reason why we have large number of what? Of Jews in Syria to date. I've mentioned to us when we started this discussion, the 3 locations that these Jews, they went to. I've mentioned the 3. By inception, from origin, from where did they migrated to the Arabian Peninsula? Not only in Medina where they settled. I've mentioned all this, which we can flash back. So, reason why Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam expelled them from Medina is the reason why is because of what? Because they wanted to kill him. And which of the Jew wanted to kill him? The Jew of Banu Nadeer. So we all understood the reason why they were expelled. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it as an act of ibadah. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabiyyi ya ayyuhallazina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallim taslima. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this opportunity He has given us today again. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this as an act of ibadah. The second part of our khutbah will be discussing concerning the revelation of this issue of Banu Nadeer that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Hashr, Quran chapter 59. And what do we mean by Al-Hashr? Banishment. Abdullah Ibn Abass radiallahu ta'ala anhu said this chapter, we are not going to call it Surah Hashr, Surah Al-Hashr. We are going to call it Surah Banu Nadeer. There are some surah like that, there are some chapters like that in the Quran that the name of the incident that happened was what was used to do what? To name that chapter. So a lot of scholars or a lot of companions, they discuss about some of these chapters. So this particular one was among those chapters. Abdullah Ibn Abass said this chapter is not going to call it Surah Al-Hashr. He is going to call it what? Surah Banu Nadeer. Wallahu ta'ala alam. So all what we have discussed at the first part of our khutbah is mentioned or was mentioned in this chapter as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed unto Nabiyuna Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ba'da a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim wa bihi nasta'in. Subhana sabbaha lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard wa huwal azizul hakim. This verse, as I said, is the Quran chapter 59, and it has 24 verses. And from verse number 1 to verse 16, we'll be talking about this particular Banu Nadeer. From chapter 18 till the end to chapter 21 to from verse 18 to verse 21 to verse 20, we'll be talking about the consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Verse 21, we'll be talking about the magnanimity of Al-Quran al-Karim. While verse 22 to 24, we'll be talking about the supremacy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the opportunity, we are going to do the tafsir from beginning to the end. I'll give the summary. But if not, I will conclude on that of the Banu Nadeer, that is our major discussion. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the opportunity and the better understanding. Sabaha lillahi ma fi samawati wa ma fil ard. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Sabaha. Glorification is being given to Allah from where? Ma fi samawati wa ma fil ard. What is in the heaven and what is on the earth? Everything there. They are doing what? They are glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of what? Wa huwal azizul hakim. Allah is the most honorable, is the most high, that has izzah, that has dignity, that has honor. Al-Hakim is the best judge, is the most wise. All the judges that are judging here, all the justices that are passing, that are giving justices, or they are giving unlawful justices, or they are giving lawful justices, all of them on the day of Qiyamah, Allah is going to ask them, Mawal Akam, who is the best judge? At the end of the day, they will tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Akamul Akimi, you are the best judge of all judges. So, all the judges, all the judgments that you have passed while you are in the world, come and judge them in front of me. Because the best judge will be sitting on his throne and be asking them, come and pass your judgment. On that very day, they won't have any audacity to pass anything, to judge anything. This Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that all glorification should be for, all glorification should be given to. Said, وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ, I'm the most honored. I'm the one that has the best of the integrity. And I'm the best judge, that nobody can judge whatever I've judged. لَا يُسْأَلُ أَمَّا يَفْعَلُ وَهُمْ يُسْأَلُونَ. Nobody will ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala anything. Nobody can query Allah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will query every one of us, including the person or the people that is tormenting people today. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is waiting for them. Because of the opportunity that you have today, just for you to sign will now become difficult at the tail end of the time that people are supposed to get what they deserve. Now say, yes, I'm in charge. It's better you leave all the charges to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take charge. Man qala ana falaysa huwa. Whoever say is the one. Falaysa huwa, that person is no more. So let's leave everything to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He is who? He is what? Allah is what? Allah is who? Huwa akamul hakimin. Allah praises Himself. And He's telling me and you that everything in the heavens, because they are plural, everything on the earth, because you have what? Al-Ard and Samawat. They are plural, 7 above us, 7 beneath us. They are all praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Me and you, why are we not going to be praising Him? Fatabarakallahu ahsanul khaliqin. Allah now said, Huwa alladhi akhraja alladhina kafaru. Me, Allah, am the one that evicted alladhina kafaru, those that disbelieve, min alil kitabi, from among the people of the book. Who are the people of the book? The Yahudis and the Nasara. Who are the Yahudi? They are the Jews. Who are the Nasara? The Christians. Allah said, Huwa alladhi akhraja alladhina kafaru min alil kitabi. Among the people of the book, I'm the one that expelled them. I'm the one that evicted them. I'm the one that exited them. From where? From Medina. And whom are we talking about? Banu Nadeer. The Jews of what? Banu Nadeer. Midiyarihim, we send them out. From where? From their houses. And the houses is domiciled where? Is domiciled in Medina. Allah said we are the one that sent them away from Medina. And who are the people that were sent away? Banu Nadeer. And what did they do? Because they wanted to kill Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is our own candidate. Is our anointed candidate. There is nothing you can do to him. It's better for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to clear you off the edge of it than you to afflict any calamity on Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam life is being truncated, then the message wouldn't have gotten to where it has gotten today. Allah said, for Nabi Muhammad to be able to fulfill the desired mission that we have assigned him, it's better for us to send these people away. Akhraja alladhina kafaru min alil kitabi min diyarihim. Allah said we send them away from Medina. Li awalil Hashr. The sending away was from the first gathering. Al-Hashr. Hashr means gathering. Hashr means expelling. Let me see, expelling, not gathering. Expulsion. Indicating that awalul Hashr means there's going to be another Hashr. Indicating that this banishment is not going to be the final expulsion. That means there's going to be another one. And which another one? You know, I told us that when they were sent away from Medina, they went to where? They went to Khaybar. Some of them went to where? They went to Syria to go and settle. In the time of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after some time, in that Khaybar, they were also what? They were also expelled. We have talked about it when we started the discussion of this Banu Israel. Who are these Jews? Who are the Israelis? Who are the Jews? We told them where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said they will never have a permanent settlement. They will never have a permanent base. Is there in Surah Al-Baqarah? Yati'una fil ardi arba'ina sanatan. They will continue to be wandering on the earth surface for 40 years. And the 40 years has not completed. We did the mathematical calculation here while I'm standing here. The 40 years. Wa inna inda rabbika alf sanatin kayomin inda rabbika mimma ta'udun. 1,000 years that we are going to spend in this world is like one day in the Rabbik, in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now, Allah said, these Jews, these Banu Israel, they will continue to be moving from pole to the pole for 40 years. And instead of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right, our 1,000 years is what? Is one day. Now, it will now be 40 times 1,000. 1,000 times 365. Days. Because in our 1 year is 365 days. Don't let us take 366. Let's take the leap year, the lunar year. Right? Let's just jump one day. So that's 1 year times 1,000. Right? That 1,000 times 365. That's 365 times 40 years. That is the number of years on the earth that the Jews, they will be merry-go-rounding on the earth surface. How will they going to meet up till Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will wipe out the earth surface? So they will never have a what? They will never have a base. It is Quran. It wasn't Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it. Not companion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that said it. Not Tabi'i that said it. Not any Ulafa Rashidin that said it. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fi jalalihi wa sifatihi wa izzatihi. He is the one that said it. So awalul ashri, the first banishment will be from Medina to Khaybar. So another banishment is coming that came. It happened. Manzanantum, these Jews, they were thinking, and yahruju. Manzanantum and yahruju. These Jews, they never thought that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send them away. Anna umani atu usunuhum min Allah. That because of their fortresses, because the fortresses were built so that to the extent that if enemies are coming to attack them, they have a protective shield. They are protected with their compound. The way some of the rich men, their compound, the compound wall will even be taller than what? The height of the wall or the perimeter fence will be higher than the what? The building inside it. You won't see the structure inside the fence. Some they did that. Some used to import their blocks. That the block that if you shoot a gun on it, it won't be penetrated. They have bulletproof blocks. And all these they are running away from what? From death. قُلْ إِنَّ الْمَوْتَ الَّذِي تَفِرُّونَ مِنْهُ فَإِنَّهُ مُلَاقِيكُمْ ثُمَّ تُرَدُّونَ إِلَىٰ عَالِمِ الْغَيْبِ وَالشَّهَادَةِ فَيُنَبِّئُكُم بِمَا كُنتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. No, wherever. Is it not in this country that we are seeing that a minister was just killed like a fowl, like a hen, like a chicken? Even chicken, to kill a chicken, will be so conscious that we want to kill an animal. It is in this country that a minister will be in his house and all the security aides, they will go for lunch. And before they come back, the enemy will have perpetrated whatever he wants to do. It had happened. Not a tale by moonlight. It happened. Within the past 20 years, that was when the incident happened. All the security were not around. And before they came back, their master, their boss has been killed. It is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wala yahudduhu if su'uman. Nobody can protect whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has protected. And whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not protect, no anything you can use to protect that person. No. It's not your bulletproof. It's not your AK-47. It's not that charm, that liar, that talisman that they did for you. It's not that incision. If it's some people, what some malams or some abalis, some babalawo, some sapi, they do for him, they tell him 1 a.m. in the midnight, you should go to the cemetery and go and do incision on your head. Go to the intersection of the road where 4 roads meet. by 12 a.m. It should not be 12:01. It shouldn't be 12 a.m. That is why you should go there and go and use local sponge to go and bath. Any eye that see you is going to die. At the end of the day, he himself is he not going to die? Wala yahudduhu ifsuhu man. Nobody can protect whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has protected. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to protect everyone of us. Manzonantum, they never thought, and Yahruju, that they are going to come out from their fortress. That their fortress is going to protect them from any calamity coming from them. Min Allah, even from Allah. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot come and chastise them, cannot destroy them with what they have. The way majority of our rich men they used to do. All these ones that are stealing our money, they are using our own money, depriving us of what every one of us is supposed to enjoy. Using our own money to send their own children abroad. Killing our educational sector, destroying our hospital, no any developmental infrastructures. Tell me, how many kilometers of roads are good roads in this country? The ones that they are claiming that are good now, for how many years have they awarded the contract? How many times have they awarded the contract and for how many years long? How many procurement processes, BPP, that has undergone on that particular section of road? How many governments have approved that same road that they are just constructing today, if they are going to complete it? And all these resources that you are acquiring, do you think it's going to salvage you from the chastisement of Allah? The children that you are stealing for, that you want money to continue to be flowing in your generation, where was the money that your own father left for you in the bank yesterday? That you are stealing people's money, you are making the resources of the nation. You are depriving the less privileged children. Their parents cannot feed. Not talk of feeding them. Many people, we just finished Dhu'l-Hijjah maybe 2 weeks ago, right? How many people can buy 100,000 naira? Or how many people bought 100,000 naira now? There are some people that they are the one that will buy ram for all the family members. This year, even ordinary hen, even ordinary cockroach, they are unable to afford for themselves. That's the situation we have found ourselves. Continue packing the resources of the nation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inna rabbaka labil mirsad. That's also happened to the Banu Nadeer. Manzonantum and Yahruju. They never thought that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can visit them. Because of what? They believe that their fortress, their compound, their building has protected them as a shield, that nothing can happen to them. Those of you that you are disturbing us in this country, be waiting for the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to visit you. We have never come to the wrong nation. It is the wrong leaders that we have. Allah has blessed us with everything. It is only unfortunate people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not bless us with. But people now created themselves as unfortunate set of people. So, these people did not expect that Allah can visit them anytime. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now came to them from an unknown destination. Everybody should prepare. Allah can visit you from anywhere. Allah will beat some people. He will continue to be flogging them through their children. Brothers, I used to say something and I will continue saying it. All those that are milking us illegally in this country, that they are using our resources, my own resources, our own resources, to send their own children abroad. Go and ask them, how many of them have not been crying on top of those children today? Because kudi Allah ya isane, suna you using, suna biya kudi makaranta yaran su. Owo Ọlọ́run dá, Ọlọ́run gbẹ̀san, owo Ọlọ́run dá. It is that same money that they are using to send their own children abroad. The money that they are supposed to spend on 1,000 children, it is what they are using to pay for one singular child. They never thought Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will visit them so soon. They never cogitated at all that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do with them what they experienced. فَأَتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَمْ يَحْتَسِبُوا وَقَذَفَ فِي قُلُوبِهِمُ الرُّعْبَ. Allah came to them. وَقَذَفَ فِي قُلُوبِهِمُ الرُّعْبَ. Allah now throw tyranny. Allah now throw terror into their heart. If they sleep, there won't be no, there won't be tranquility for them. They don't have any rest of mind. In Nigeria, do you have rest of mind today? If you are traveling from here to Ibadan, you must not sleep inside the car, because you don't know, maybe the big boys, they will come out from the bush and come and attack your vehicle and kidnap you. From Ibadan to Osun State, you must not sleep. Any of the roads in Nigeria, you must not sleep. As the driver is driving you, the passenger must not sleep. You will continue to be calculating an escape route in case of incasity. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us everything, فَكَفَرَ بِأَنِّهُمِ اللَّهِ فَأَشَاقَهُمُ اللَّهُ لِبَاسَ الْجُوعِ وَالْخَوْفِ بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْسِبُونَ أو بِمَا كَانوا يَعْمَلُونَ. Allah now threw terror of what? Of fear. He threw it into us in Nigeria. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala threw, He threw into their heart a fear, that they should not have peace of mind. That was what Allah threw into the heart of the Banu Nadeer. Yuribuna buyutahum. And these people, when they were asked to do ijla, when they asked to be expelled from Medina, they started destroying their buildings, as I have mentioned to us in the first part of the khutbah. They were removing the doors of their houses. You know, I told us, they have a masterpiece of architectural buildings, belongs to the whom? To the Jews. In the world, you must align with them before you will survive. As of today, you can't say who are the Jews. They have their community where they settle, that they hardly allow me and you to settle there, close to them. And if you see their eyeballs, they are different human beings like me, from me and you. They don't marry outside their folks, the Jews, because they see themselves as Abna'ullahi. They see themselves as the children of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they see me and you and every other creature as Abna'him. They see us like animals, herbivorous animals. That is the Jews of who? Banu Nadeer. Yuribuna buyutahum bi'aydihim wa aydil mu'minin. They were destroying their houses by themselves, and the Muslims too. They were destroying some of the what? Some of their investment, like what Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked the companions to be doing, to be bringing down their what? Their palm dates on their plantation. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made reference to here. Allah now said, me and you, fa'tabiru ya ulil absar. Fa'tabiru ya ulli, not ya ullu. Ya ulil absar. Those of you that you are conscious, those of you that want to fear me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fa'tabiru, think twice. The leaders of Nigeria, fa'tabiru. The leaders of various parastatals, fa'tabiru. Pay people as at when due. Not at the point of payment, you start evaluating them. Allah doesn't want it. Not when people are dying, already dying. That is when you now say they go and bring their file, you want to re-evaluate them. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been doing that for you, you wouldn't have merited the position you found yourself. Fa'tabiru ya ulil absar. Those of you that you are sensible, masula akari a cikin ku, ku yi tunani. Mun fa wa Ọlọ́run kò kí ya lógún ọdún. Ya Allah ya ce yana zuwa ba kamar shekara 20 bane ba fa. Fa'tabiru, ku yi la'akari abinda Allah ya gaya masu ban ya gaya mana kenan. Ce dubi abubuwa da nayi da wayannan Yahudawa din nan. Ba su yi tunani ce Allah zai zo ya share su ba su da ra'ayi din wannan, ba su da tunanin nan. Ce to muna da gidaje, muna da makomi, muna da komi. Ba wani masifa da zai same mu. Da anayensu ne suna rubuje gidajensu, suna cire kofofi a gabansu, haka ne suke yi. Sai Allah yana gaya mana ni da ku ce fa'tabiru, mu yi la'akari. Aiki da kai ya shekara 1000 a idonka haka Allah zai iya ya wurgar da shi a cikin minti 1. Ba mu ga mutanen giya ba, mai kudin giya ya zama babban matalauci yau. Me damu Allah da wannan? Wala ya khafu ukiba, yanda kowa mu zamu gama. Allah bai ji tsoro yanda zamu gama ba. Ka ya zama babban limami amma ka je ka mutu a gurin a gurin a gidan boka, ina ruwa Allah. Kuma za ka ga babban karuwa first class karuwa ta je ta rasu a cikin Ka'aba. Na karanta mana lokacin da muna maganar yakin Hudu, na karanta mana mutane guda 3 ba su yi sallah ba kuma sun shiga aljanna. Wani ya musulunta bayan lokacin asuba, kafin lokacin zuhur aka ya rasu, ya yi shahada. Ni da ku da muke yi namu yanzu over 30 years yanzu, Allah ya ja mana ce ya karba ne. Abin da ya sa ba mu da baki, ba mu da hujja mu ce wannan zai shiga wuta kenan. Ina ka san Allah zai sa ka. Fatabiru ya ulil absar. Masu la'akari su yi tunani. Walau la an kataba Allahu alaihim jalaha. If not that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already decreed their expulsion, if not that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already written there for them to be expelled, to make life more simple. Allah doesn't want to destroy them. Allah doesn't have time to create what is not going to be useful. So Allah made their life, their punishment to be simple. Now said Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to send them out. لَعَذَّبَهُمْ فِي الدُّنْيَا. Allah will have chastised them severely in this world. So for Allah to make their azaba, their punishment to be light, Allah now said they should send them out. Let them move away from Medina. If not that, if Allah retained them in Medina, maybe we will have destroyed them, turned them to amputees, turned them to disabled people, or turned them to monkeys. Allah can do that, but Allah still want to have liberty on them. Now said they should go out of where? Of Medina. وَلَهُمْ فِي الْآخِرَةِ عَذَابُ النَّارِ. Allah said, okay, that's why the fact that they have been sent away. From where? From Medina. Right? وَلَهُمْ فِي الْآخِرَةِ عَذَابُ النَّارِ. On the day of Qiyamah, they are going to do what? They are going to enter hellfire. How we are following? ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ شَاقُوا اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. Allah did this for them because شَاقُوا اللَّهَ. They doubt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They disbelieve in Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They want to destroy the empire that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. Anybody that wants to destroy the people of Allah, is Allah that will fight them. You see something good, that this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you are not happy about it. Your own is to bring it down. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to fight you. Because they want to kill Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now chastise them. وَمَا يُشَكِّ اللَّهَ. Whoever show agony to Nabi Muhammad, whoever show displeasure to Allah and Nabi Muhammad, whoever prove to be stubborn to Allah and Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whoever continuously to be celebrating kafirchi to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. A severe chastisement is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is going to use to back that person, to use it to rub pomade on that person, to use it to clothe that person, and the whole of that person is going to be chastised by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The chastisement is even going to share with his wife. He's going to share with his children. He's going to leave the remaining for his unborn children and his great-grandchildren. Kan mu dauki hannunmu ne mai azaba Allah fa, mu bar shi inda yake. Za ka ga wasu yara, wasu jikoki, anyansu a rubuje yake. Things are not good for them. Suna da result mai kyau, suna da certificate, suna da komi, amma dan baya ne suke a rayuwarsu. A jiya tambayi yayansu me suke yi ma wansu jiya. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n di ọ̀nà tọ́nà dí mọ́ wọn, ẹ lọ bi àwọn bàbá wọn kí ni àṣẹ́lẹ̀ wọn lánàá. Those of you that you have opportunity today, don't misuse it, because you will think it's going to affect only you. It might affect your 10 generations. And the children that they didn't commit any offense, you have paid way of chastisement for them today. They go to this malam, they go to this pastor, they go to this babalawo, they say, àwọn baba yẹn náà ti fara ṣiṣẹ́ nìkan, àmọ́ wà mọ̀ jìyà babalá baba wọn. These Yahudis, these Jews, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ شَاقُوا اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. They misbehave with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَنْ يُشَاقِ اللَّهَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعَذَابِ. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said a severe chastisement, indicating that there are some chastisement, according to azaba, that they are very light. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the sigha of shadidun iqabi. Severe chastisement is with me and I will share it with them. Allah continued with what happened in the Banu Nadeer. Man qata'tum min linatin aw taraktumuha qa'ima. The one that were destroyed among the palm dates. Aw qa'iman, or the one that were not destroyed, that were still standing. Ala usuliya fabi iznillah. They are instruction from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the one that Rasulullah and the companion have destroyed, fabi iznillah. And the other ones, qa'ima ala usuliya. Those that are still standing, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is yet to touch, they are what? They are instruction from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't destroy them. I hope you are following. You know, I've explained all this at the first part of the khutbah. So I'm bringing the hujjah from the Quran. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam have been destroying their plantation. Before they started shouting, okay, we are going to go out, we are going to go out. Because the plantation itself is a very big investment that the Jews, that they had, and their fortresses that they had. So Allah is now referring to that action of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the one they have destroyed, and the one that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companion have not touched. Fabi iznillah, it was a divine instruction from me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you see al-fasiqin, the transgressors, the wrongdoers, this is the way we used to pay them back. If you refuse to heed to the call of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will destroy what you have. He can ask you to use your hand to destroy it, or send his messenger. وَمَا يَعْلَمُ جُنُودَ رَبِّكَ إِلَّا هُوَ. Nigeria, if they want to go to peacekeeping now, they say on the mission of United Nations, they are sending 1,000 soldiers, 1,000 battalion officers, to Syria. They want to go and do peacekeeping. Right? We will be seeing it in the news. You might be reading it on paper. A matter of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will never see. That was why he said an ayah in the Holy Quran, وَمَا يَعْلَمُ جُنُودَ رَبِّكَ إِلَّا. Nobody knows the battalion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala illa huwa, except him. When he wants to destroy Namuruzu, what did he say to Namuruzu? Mosquito. When he wants to destroy the people of Nuh, what did he say to them? Ma'utufan. That Nabi Nuh was on that sea for 40 days, 40 nights after construction of what? Of the ark. That was why they used to call Nabi Nuh the first carpenter. He used water to destroy them. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to destroy us in Nigeria, what will he use? Allah ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا أَفَاءَ اللَّهُ. You know, I told us that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if he participated in a battle, that is what we call Ghazwa. If he didn't participate in that battle and his companions were there, we call it Sariyah. Right? Now, whatever is gotten from a battle after fighting is called Ganaim. That is the booty of the war. Go. Now, they didn't fight in Banu Nadeer and they captured all the battles, all the booty. What is that one called? In Sharia of Islam. That is what you call Fayhu. It's different from what? Ganima. Ganima is when they fight. They capture the people, they're going to have what? Prisoners of war, POW. They pack all what is packable. They've exchanged bullets, they've exchanged dagger, they've exchanged arrow. That was Ghazwa. But this one, they lay siege on them. They didn't throw any arrow, they didn't fight, they didn't do this. But they captured all of them and they evacuated all what they have. Because if they go on a battle, if they capture people, everything left over, they need to capture it. Because they will convert it to the what? To the resources for the Muslims. So what Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam later captured in Banu Nadeer is what we call Fay'u. Because they didn't fight and they later captured all the. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَمَا أَفَاءَ اللَّهُ عَلَى رُسُلِهِ. Whatever we bestowed on Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we just gave him as a booty, as a bounty. Minhum, fama awjaftum alayhi min khaylin wala rikab. Allah is referring to it here now that what we have bestowed on him, that he acquired without cavalry, without camelry or camelry. They didn't have soldiers that want to go and kill these people. They were not riding on horses. They were not riding on what? On camels. But at the end of the day, they did what? They captured whatever they captured. That is what we call al-fayhu. It's different from what? Al-ghanima. Walakin Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yusallitu rusula ala ma yasha'u. He made life easy. He made evacuation easy for Nabiyuna Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and whosoever he wishes. Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is capable of doing everything with ease. Ma afa Allah wala rusuli min al-qura. Allah said, we did not give to Nabiyuna Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam this favor. We did not bestow on him ordinarily. Or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed on him min al-qura, and whom are the al-qura? The Banu Nadeer. From this qura, this community, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed on Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed on him, it will be shared in this particular ratio. Fayhu, as I told us, is different from Ghanima. Ghanima will be divided into 5. Let's go to Surah At-Tawbah. When we are talking about Az-Zakat, we have explained that one. This Fayhu now, let's see, it will be divided into 6. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned it here. Ma afa Allah ala rusulihi min al-qura. Whatever Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has gathered from that particular community, which is fayhu, falillahi, a portion of it will be to what? Will be reserved for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can we see Allah like this? So, where are we going to take the portion of Allah to? We convert it and we use it for maybe masjid or for any sadaqah, right? Wali rasuli, the second portion will go to the messenger. Wali zikuriba, and the zikuriba here is Ahlul Bayt, the family of Nabiyuna Muhammad. You know, we have mentioned when we are talking about Salman al-Farisi, I told us the difference between a sadaqah and gift. Nabiyuna Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will take gift, but he's not going to take what? Sadaqah. So Ahlul Bayt, all people associated to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from his family, is haram to give them what? To give them sadaqah. So in this fayhu, as we are giving Allah his own, we are giving Nabi his own, we are going to give Ahlul Bayt. Waliyatama, and the orphans. Wa masakin, and the less privileged people. Wa ibn sabil, and the wayfarers, people that are traveling. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, as-safaru qit'atun min al-azab. Traveling is a portion of chastisement. You see a rich man on the road, driving with his big car, and on the road we become helpless. He's standing by the roadside alone, looking for how to change tire, is a chastisement. And I keep on saying something. The so-called rich man, if he's traveling from Lagos here to Ibadan, and he has a flat tire on the road, and with his popularity, with his famous, with his dignity, from here to Ibadan, and no anybody stop on the road to assist him that this Allah is also, this social person in the society, nobody stop on the road. If he dies, he's not going to enter Jannah. Indicating that with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him, he has not impacted positively in the society. Anybody that you know that this is a reputable person in the society, that become distressed on the road, and nobody stood by him to support him, to bring him out of that quagmire, that person, if he dies, is not going to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala win. Indicating that everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us is just a trial. It's not for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can take the resources of 1 million people and give only you. And you are only sharing it between your wife and your children. We should think twice. So these are the 6 people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said we should share the fayhu for. We are asking you to do this so that the equation will be balanced between the poor and the rich. This is where the economics of Sharia now comes in. This is the ayah that destroyed the capitalism system. This is the ayah. There is no capitalism. A capitalist doesn't have a base in Islam. All those that are practicing it, they won't end up well. Allah asks us to do this so that we can reduce the level of poverty in the society. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now said, he put a conditional clause. وَمَا أَتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ Whatever Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gives you, فَخُذُوهُ You take it. وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا Whatever he asks you not to do, what he didn't give you, don't take it. I told us about a Sahabah, that ordinary camel rope, he took away. He didn't drop it when they came back from Ghazwa. He took it away. After Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam shared all the booties finished, he now brought the camel. And he brought the camel rope the following day. Ya Rasulullah, this is the camel rope. Say, Allah said I should not take it again. On the day of Qiyamah, we are going to collect it. وَمَنْ يَغْلُلْ يَأْتِي بِمَغَلَّةٍ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. That is what we keep on telling all these people that are just making us in this country. They should continue packing it. I asked one question the other day. Nobody answered me up to now. The palliative that they said they should go and share in various constituencies, where are the palliatives? I heard somebody saying it this morning now that the president wants to release maybe another 1 trillion naira. They will be giving some people 50,000. Where is it going to end up? Let them take it. Let them continue taking it. Yati bimagalla yawmal qiyamah. We are not supposed to be in this state that we are with the benediction that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has endowed us with in this country. But who are the people at the edge of affairs? Not only in the government, me and you, what we are doing in our various societies, in our various locations. Let's evaluate ourselves. Umar, radiallahu ta'ala, he wrote at the adjacent of his pillow, anytime he wants to sleep at night, you will see, hasibu anfusakum qabla an tuhasabu. Evaluate yourself before you be evaluated. Me and you, did we evaluate ourselves since yesterday? No. The majority of us will fail. If we are evaluating ourselves, we will fail in front of ourselves. If we are appraising ourselves, we will fail, not only in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Illa man tagamadallahu bi rahmatihi. Watakullah. Let's fear Allah. Inna Allah shadidul iqab. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very severe in his chastisement. Lil fuqara al muhajirin lazina khuriju min diyarihim wa amwalihim yabtaguna fadlan min Allah. The fuqara, the muhajirun, they left Mecca. Allah wants to praise them. He has completed the issue of what? Of the Banu Nadeer. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to end up with them. It's what we just completed till the 7th verse. Now, the Muhajirun, the emigrants from Mecca to Medina. Let's see what Allah talked about them. They are fuqara. There is difference between fakiru and miskin. Al-fakiru is a wretched person. Al-miskinu, he doesn't have and he won't be able to ask. He might have the one in the morning that is going to eat, but in the afternoon he won't have and he won't be able to ask. That al-miskinu billah. Al-fakiru is wretched, his wife is wretched, his children are wretched, and tomorrow they are also going to be wretched. That is a fukara. They are quite different from a sa'ilun. A sa'ilun, he doesn't have what he will come and ask you. But al-fukara, you see him from head to toe that, Kai, one now, tell us here na damishi. One gidansa, tell us here. Jinin jikinsa, talauci ne, komai da komai tsakaninsa gaba da baya da sama, everything talauci ne. That is al-fakiru. Allah said, lil fukarahi, for the less privileged one, the fakirates, muhajirin, that ran away from Mecca to Medina, Allah they ukhriju min diyarihim, that ran away from their house, wa amwalihim, they left their money. Because they just left. They don't want the Quraysh to kill them. Yabtaguna min Allahi wa ridwan. We did all this because they are looking for honor. They are looking for a reserved place inside of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they want the mercy and the pleasure of Allah to be on them. Wa yansuruna Allah wa rasulahu, and they are supporting the cause of Allah and they are supporting Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah now said, who are they? Ulaika hum sadiqun. These are the righteous people. They are sincere people. Me and you are we among them. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, As-Sabiquna al-awwaluna min al-mu'ajirina wal-ansar, where is your name? Where is my name? As-Sabiquna, the people of the past, the first category of people. Al-awwaluna, As-Sabiquna, the past. Al-awwaluna, the first. They are gone. They are first. Min al-mu'ajirina wal-ansar. Among the emigrants and the ansar, the helpers, radiyallahu anhum wa radu. Allah said, I'm pleased with them and they are pleased with me. Where is your name? Where is my name? Allah has talked about the emigrant. We want to talk about the ansar that received them in where? In Medina. Those that gave out their houses and they have strong iman, they welcome the emigrant. Some of them, they had 3 wives. They used to say, Malan Zaradi, come and take my wife, one of my wife. Mala Ismail, come and take one of us. We all knew the story of how they entered Medina and how they were giving out their what? Their resources to the emigrant. Because the people that are rich in Mecca, they became poor people in Medina. Because of their wealth, they were there. So the Ansar, they welcomed them, they coupled them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala confirmed them and he told them that I accepted what you have done as an act of ibadah. Yuhibuna man hajara, they love those people that came to them. Hajara ilayhim wala yajiduna fi sudurihim hajatan mimma utu. And in their mind, there is no any iota of doubt that what we have given them, what we have given out, is going to affect what we have gotten, what we have. Wayusiruna ala anfusihim, and they are depriving themselves of what they need to enjoy. The Ansar, they were depriving themselves of what they're supposed to enjoy. They were giving it out to the Muhajirun. They don't consider what the distress is going to be. Whoever deprives himself for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah said, Umul Mufli'un, they are the people of success. Possibly it might be we that we came after them now. Walladina, those ja'u min ba'dihim, that came after the Muhajirun and Ansar. Yaqulun, they will now be saying, Rabbana, oh Allah, ighfir lana, forgive us. Wa li ikhwanina, and our brothers, alladhina sabaquna bil iman. Those that have what? They are our predecessors. That they have gone, they have walked tirelessly and they had iman. Wala tajal fi qulubina ghillan. This is the prayer that me and you should be doing. Allah, don't put in our mind ghillan. Don't put in our mind ghillan, iota of doubt and kufr. Lillazina amanu, for those of us that will believe in you, Rabbana innaka ra'ufur rahim. Allah, you are the most merciful and the most compassionate. Be pleased with us. The next verse, we'll be talking about Abdullah ibn Ubayyi ibn Salul, which I have explained and the section of this kutubah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. It's already time. Out of the 24 verses, I'm able to translate 10. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us. So I will encourage every one of us to go and read Surah Al-Hashr, Quran chapter 59, verse 1 to 24, or verse 1 to 18. The remaining 6 verses talked about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us of our shortcomings. Inna Allah amurukum bil adli wal ihsan wa ita'i zil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkar wal baghi yazikum la'allakum tadhakkarun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking every one of us to do good. Yamurukum bil adli. He asks us to be just in whatever we are doing. Let us be just in whatever we are saying. Let us be just when we are eating. Let us be just. Those of you that you have 2 wives and those that want to do, evaluate yourself. Be ensured that you are ready. You have the quwwatu zahira and quwwatu maliyya. You just don't do it with mouth. You just don't do it by admiration. That I like this sister, I have to bring her to my house. You that you can't feed yourself. And you are not thinking of masna. You have to think twice. Let's think very well, so that we will not continue to be enriching ourselves with poverty in the society. It's not good. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even asks us to seek for His mercy. Not just Allah tabani lakrediki. Allah ask for money. Last year that we talked about money and the types of money we have in Sharia of Islam.
Nabi Muhammad I read to us one hadith. Nabi Muhammad said, go and look for money. But which type of money? We should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take poverty away. Poverty is not good. Kada an yakunu fakir. If poverty is to attain an aggravated level, it is tantamount to you being a kafir. Poverty is not good. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enrich every one of us lawfully. Al-adlu. Let us be judged within our family, within your wives, within your children, in your neighborhood, within the people that are answerable to you, and those that you are answerable to. But ihsan, let us do good. And the ihsan is what? An ta'budallaha ka'annaka tarahu. Fa innahu takun innahu yaraka. Worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if He's seeing you. That is ihsan. Because if you are not seeing Allah, Allah is seeing you wherever you are. Aynama tuwallu fasama wajhullah. A part of the good, or part of the goodness that we are going to do, which I need to share with us, concerning our National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, is that people have been clamoring that some services that were rendered were not satisfactory. Because this is how we are going to be saying it. We don't know how we're going to get to them. Not until you start abusing people before you correct them. A lot of people have been complaining about the services rendered to the pilgrims that went from Nigeria this year. The first person that spoke about them was Senator Shehu Sani, the former senator from Kaduna Central. I think the second batch that were airlifted from Nigeria. They display on the social media the account, the concert that they were giving them in Medina. Then, you have to display it like this. Is this what they pay 8 million for? Wallahu ta'ala alam. We were not there. But this is what we saw. And we are going to talk about it. The second person that I read that spoke about the services of what was rendered to the Nigerian pilgrims in Hajj 2024 was the present state governor of Bauchi, Bala Muhammad. He spoke from Muna that when he comes back to Nigeria, he's going to speak with his other Muslim governor brothers that they are going to decentralize the power of National Hajj Commission, that they should release some activities to the state pilgrim boards. Last weekend, I also read it. The present governor of Niger State, Bago, he also said it. He was very furious. He even showed his anger more than that of Bauchi State governor. That they were giving them $400 as their BTA. People that paid 8 million naira. I could remember when we went so many years ago, we were even given, $250 when money was very good there. 250 to 400 now. It's nothing to write home about. And how much did you pay them? We pay less than 1.5. All the ones have gone. People paying 8 million now, giving them $400. They queried it. This morning, I read the revelation of Association of Hajj and Umrah Operators in Nigeria, AHUN. They complain bitterly about the services that NACON rendered to this year pilgrim members from Nigeria. Wallahu ta'ala alam. We are not there. They that were there, they saw what happened. But if really what they have said, it is, NACON, we are begging you. I don't have any family member there. Not about they say somebody that sent him to be saying this. Wallahu ta'ala alam. Wallahu musta'an. Just calling us because Nigerian pilgrims, majority used to suffer, especially in Muna. For people to have gathered 8 million in this particular season and go to Hajj, and they will not be satisfied with 2.5, 3 million out of their money. Walillahi akibatun lil mutaqin. Or walillahi akibatun lil muhsinin. I know some of these Hajj agents that before they died, they were asking them, who is this social person? He will now be telling you, don't you know me? I'm the Alhaji of yesterday, and he's the one you are looking for. I don't know, maybe you understand. Allah destroyed him, he destroyed all what he has. That people did not even recognize him again. You now be asking, if this is not Alhaji so, and we are looking for Alhaji so, he's the one that will now be telling you that I am the Alhaji you are looking for. Do you understand the message now? He's the one, but Allah turned everything about it, turned it upside down. Because they were deceiving people, they were collecting people's money in the name of taking them to Hajj. The last Hajj I went to, I know what our agent did for us. The one we go through Pilgrim Board, we know the services that were rendered to us. There are some services that were not delivered to the pilgrims. Nigerian government, knock on. If Saudi Arabia paid you the money, give the money back to the pilgrims. I was a victim in 2016 and they paid us back. The air conditioner that they were supposed to give us in Arafah didn't work. And after 8 months, they gave us back our money, the services that were not rendered to us. Today, I don't know, maybe they are still doing it because it depends on whom is at the end of their affairs. Because everything in Nigeria, you see it as opportunity. Kuma, you are not seeing that Allah is more than the opportunity that you are getting. Every one of us want money. Even me, I want money because I don't like poverty. But let's get it from lawful source. People going to Hajj to go and do ibadah, and you are putting them in distress condition. How do you want to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Nakon, they shouted your name last year. The person there last year was not there again. But as Zikrullah Hassan, he did his best because I followed him. Jalal Arabi is there now, the former Palm Secretary of S.A.W. is the one heading Nakon now. And those of you that you are heading Nakon, fear Allah and fear how you are going to head. If really what the people that experience this Hajj, if what they are saying on social media is true, every one of us should fear Allah. I know some scholars that they don't go to Hajj through Nigeria any longer. They either go through Ghana. Does it mean that Nigeria is an unfortunate country? If they are going to America, they are going to Ghana, they are going to anywhere, they are going for tourism or whatever. This one they are going for Ibadah. Why are you making life difficult for them? You now go and keep them for 39, 40 days. And all the Hajj rights is just for 5 days. Ayamu Tashriq. From Yom Tarwiyah to Ayamu Tashriq. It's just 5 days. As soon as you do your Jamrah the 3rd day, you come back to Mecca and come and do your Tawaful Ifadah. And they are expecting your Tawaful Wada the day they say your aircraft is going to take you back to your destination. Why are you keeping them for 40 days? People will now become fine barracks. They will now be looking for where they are being Sabil. You destroy some people's health, that they are hypertensive, that they are diabetic, that they are managing them. What do you want to say in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? If you deny these people their pleasure just to get dollars and riyals, you won't spend it on good things. So. Nobody send me this one that I'm saying, and I can say it anyway. The one that is more than this, I've said it and nothing happened. But I'm just telling you, every one of us should be cogitating the day we are going to stand up in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are not the best that they choose to head. You are not the best that they choose as a leader to lead these people. You are not depriving them. And the ihsan is part of the goodness that we need to do. Take this at 24. Take it as a lesson. And prepare for, Saudi have already started preparing for 2025. Hajj. This association of Hajj and Umrah tour operators of Nigeria now, they wrote it this morning that I was reading it, that there are some visas money of 2022 that NACON need to return back to them, to refund them. They said there are some services in 2023 that NACON supposed to return back to them. Why is it NACON every time? That means there is a cankerworm in that system. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sanitize that place for us. Allahumma izal Islam wal Muslimin. Wa zilla shirka wal mushrikin. Wa damir adaka ada ad-din. Mansuri ibadaka al-muwahidin. Birahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Allahumma ati nufusana taqwaha. Wa zakkiha anta khairu man zakkaha. Anta waliyuha mawlaha. Bismillah la ilaha illa huwa ismi shay'un fil ardi wa la fis sama. Raditu billahi rabban wa bil islam dinan. Abi Muhammad ibn Nabiyya sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Qumu ila salatikum yarhamukum rahmatullah.